So, been going to movies recently, and there has been one trailer that has been freaking people out. I've seen Scream, I was in a couple other horror movies, and there is one moment in particular that face in the movie Hokum has been scaring the hell out of people. We're talking Hokum as the official trailer actually drops today. So, we're going to talk about this because this actually looks like a banger. It looks really exciting. Got my guy Adam Scotty here, so plenty to talk about. This minor league films. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So, Scotty, we got Hokum, man. I said a little earlier, man. This is the one trailer in horror. Like, there's a lot of horror movie trailers. Not all of them are good. Not all of them are exciting. Not all of them are scary. This is the one trailer that when that Hokum face comes on, everybody in the theater is like, oh, like they all jump, especially because they tie it up with the beat, and it has freaked people out. That's the one thing people leave. People remember something from all the trailers. It's that Hokum trailer. So we got Adam Scott in here. Little description for you: a horror novelist visits a remote Irish hotel to spread his parents' ashes, unaware that the rumor is that this place is actually haunted by a witch. Now, he should already be mad because no one on Yelp wanted to tell him that. Like, I need to know his investigation before he showed up. But fortunately for him in the movie, he's already there. And we had this trailer drop, and man, like, without giving, obviously that's the common description, but it looks like we got quite a few genres in here. Now, mystery is commonly intertwined with horror because you got to figure out what the hell is going on. But outside of that, man, I think the effects look good. I think the scaring look good. And the fact that we kind of get to go on like a horror adventure looks really fun for this movie.
I'm hoping that it's a little different too, because I'm a sucker for haunted places, haunted houses, haunted stuff, especially haunted places you don't have to be. I'm a huge fan of this because after the first night, when that lamp falls over for no reason, when it was in the middle of the table, you can get up and go. So I'm interested to see what's keeping him in this hotel after night number 6 of stuff falling over in the room and his cat jumping out the window.
well, maybe because he is a horror novelist, this is just that sinister. You come to this hotel and you're like, man, it's kind of creepy. These people are kind of weird. This would make for a bestseller. Like, I get in here, hang around for a little bit, write down some notes, and you don't know how fast this stuff actually happens in the movie just yet. We haven't seen it, but like, it could just progress very quickly to the point where he's like, okay, it's time for me to leave, and he can't. So there you go. The only way is through, I guess. But just a lot going on. First of all, whoever put this mask together in this movie, like they knew what they were doing. This is actually like I usually exaggerate a lot. I'm not exaggerating here. This is actually freak people out when I go see the trailer in theaters. So it actually is pretty funny. But just the visuals, the effects, and something about this is the way they set this up. It don't really look gimmicky. There's a movie we're going to see this week, Undertone, where they just are on a podcast. Next thing you know, the houses are all marked up. You got upside down crosses. The lady in her own home, seeing shadows. Like, you can leave. Like, with Hokum, you're out in this remote location, like they did with remote location. You drove out there. You got some creepy people. You get stuck out there. Like, and this place has been there forever. There's reasons for this stuff to be around in this kind of creepy atmosphere that could just be normal. Like, this place is kind of creepy, but there's places that are just creepy. It doesn't have to like throw you off until you're in something. You're like, damn, okay, now I'm stuck.
Let me start off by saying people that are in their own house they can't leave because the mortgage is already high. They check the check. They can afford a hotel. Him being in the hotel, he can go. He can write it from outside the hotel. What I think is the coolest part of the trailer is all the people in the hotel working there besides the girl that's walking him around. She seems to be the only one that's maybe sane. All the rest of them are like, man, every time I look up, it's a witch. Every time I go to the bathroom, witch got her hand in the toilet, come out the toilet. So they're all crazy. They all live there rent-free, mortgage-free. So I'm most looking forward to see what everybody else is like. Like, when he shut the door outside, and I guess it was like the groundskeeper. It's just leaned over, looking at him for no reason. Oh yeah, I live for that. Adam Scott's also really good with comedy, so it has to be comedy. It's been anything Adam Scott is in is comedy. He turns it into like some nice comedic moments. So, and again, I'm a sucker for haunted hotels, haunted places that you could just demolish, but you don't. Like in the last Evil Dead Rise,
Yeah.
before they open the book, there's only 5 residents in that whole complex, and nothing works. Just condemn the building. Oh man, I'm a sucker for those, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the thing too, and we watch a lot of horror. And to be honest, there's rarely a movie you walk out like, oh, I was scared, like, or that even a part really scared you, unless they turn the volume up to Omega, where you have no choice but to jump because they're blasting loud music in your ear or loud sounds in your ear. I always tell people the movie I jumped at the most in the last 4 years was Beekeeper because the sound was so loud in the movie when he punched through that window, it sounded like an earthquake. I was like, Jesus. So to set a creepy atmosphere, I feel like is the best way to kind of do that. And the fact that you have these people possibly that are interested that is haunted by it, which like you have so many different type of characters to play with. Like you said, the people working there, they're like, well, the people just say it's a witch and like, okay, like we get it. We're here all the time. Weird stuff just happens. You got the girl that's working there. It's like, I'm not with that. I don't like this weird stuff. And to be honest, I'm uncomfortable. You got him who's a horror novelist will be like, all right, are these people pulling my leg? Is there actually stuff going on? Like, are people actually crazy or just messing with you? And then you got people all through this trailer that just look crazy. So, and two, also just with this trailer, I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, I don't know what's going on with this like witchcraft thing. Like, yeah, you know the witch, but I see him traveling down in a box, like going somewhere. There's tunnels down below, which to this point could be gimmicky, but I'll give this trailer the benefit of the doubt because there's always some creepy tunnels that you got to go through something else. If he walks in, there's a cult, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna say that right now. But for now, it looks like there's some kind of mystery level to explore. And this is a guy who, like, if you're a novelist, you have interest that drives you. And it feels like that's enough for me to be like, okay, he's there. He's gonna follow through if there's a good book to write, and then maybe he just gets into a bad situation.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. I wouldn't necessarily be mad if there's a cult in the hotel because everyone in the hotel looks creepy. So this is the one time I would have the exception of, okay, I can deal with this. Would I be happy about it? No, but I could deal with it. I'm hoping it's just a good old fashioned haunted hotel. The tunnels down below it because the hotel is so old. The tunnels don't lead anywhere except for a big winery or where they catch the hogs and put them in the hog slaughter.
ever since The Strangers, you've been obsessed with the hogs.
Man, it was that scene.
Yeah, we moving past
that scene, man.
We moving past that scene. Oh, I'm trying to look for it. This kind of gives me the feel. Oh, I can't think of the name of this movie. I'll think of it in a minute. No, next time you talk, I'll check. But it just kind of gives me the feel of that. Just like you're out there, you don't understand the people. People start acting weird. You don't know what's going on. And like you said, Adam Scott is gonna make. Like I've seen movies where I'm like, everybody was terrible except Adam Scott. Like he's enough of a compelling character that he's gonna be like of a compelling actor that it's just like I just want to go to see him and his reactions and things, and he's gonna make it funny, and that's the thing. Like when you get to a creepy atmosphere, the thing that breaks that audience tension is just laughs. Like you want to laugh because you're like, I don't want to be here. We don't want to be here. But what can kind of break us through and keep us like interested and keep us chill for big suspense moments. So I think he looks good in this. But yeah, it's just like. I'm just out on the cult wave. I'm like, everything don't need to be a cult. Give me a real witch, okay? Or give me 2 people who are just messing around, running a gimmick. Like, just give me something like that's just not to the level of ridiculous.
I mean, we also have to figure out why a dead witch would be haunting just the hotel. All that magical dead witch power she got going on. But I guess we'll see what's going on. It's probably not a witch. It's probably like, I don't know. If it is a witch, again, I'd feel really weird. Not weird, but I'd need them to explain it thoroughly. And usually they have a problem explaining things thoroughly to make it make sense for the audience. But we'll see.
Yeah, man. Hey, if it's old Ireland, I could buy a witch being around hanging out. I probably had some witch trials back in the day. But man, I think this trailer looks good. Looking forward to a Hokum. Coming out in April, which is we just talked about Obsession. That's also out in April, and we got We got Undertone down the line. We've got a lot of horror movies just early in this year. So everybody who was making a horror movie said, you know what, 2026, that is the year. So we'll check that out. Scotty, if people want to catch us other places and they're not on YouTube, where can they find us at?
You can find me on Kuronocomics, where I just post about comic books, random topics, MLF shorts on YouTube and TikTok, minor league films on every other platform.
There you go. Everything's down in the bio. Hit that. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, all that good stuff. We will catch you next time.